Tonight, we have with us a 2003 graduate of St. Joseph Notre Dame. While he was a student here, he was active in academic bowl competitions, member of the varsity baseball team, as well as a jazz ensemble, and a regular contributor to Christmas Magazine. After school and on weekends, he worked as a coach at SCORE and as an apprentice butcher across the street at Mariani's Meat Market. When he graduated from SJND, he was our salutatorian, a member of the National Honor Society, the Catholic Scholarship Federation, not to mention the small honor of Eagle Scout. No small accomplishment to those of you who know. In the fall after graduation, he began a pre-med curriculum at UCLA. While maintaining a 4.0 grade point average, he volunteered at the Lillian Mateo Children's Hospital and was one of a select group of students who pre-diagnosed patients at the UCLA Hospital Stroke Center. In the summer of his junior year, he traveled to Panama and Costa Rica to work with a rural medical center treating children with various ailments. And for fun, he helped raise money each year for AIDS research, keeping his feet moving at an annual 26-hour dance marathon. He was able to graduate summa cum laude in 2007 with a degree in physiological science. For the last year, he has been doing research at Loyola University Chicago on spastic pelagia, and the results of his work will be published later this year. After a brief visit here in Alameda this weekend to speak with you, he will return to Chicago, pack his bags again. This time he will leave for Durham, North Carolina, where he will join the 2008 incoming class at Duke University Medical School. Please welcome 2003 graduate, a fellow pilot, alumni, Zach Loring.
Graduates of the class of 2008, let me begin by congratulating you all on your achievement. You should be very proud of yourselves as you worked very hard to come this far. Before I begin, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Zach Loring. I'm an SJND alumnus of the class of 2003, St. Joe's. I went on to graduate from UCLA with a degree in physiology last year, and in the fall I will be beginning medical school at Duke University in North Carolina. I was asked to come to speak to you today because I've come from the same places as all of you, and have been through the next phase of life that you are all about to go through. So I'm kind of like the ghost of Christmas past meets the ghost of Christmas future with a stunningly handsome young man. So I'd like to take this opportunity to share a little bit about my experience, and perhaps give you some words of wisdom. Because who doesn't want ghost wisdom? That's right, nobody. Nobody doesn't want. So first bit of advice is don't write double negatives in speeches, because then you sound like an idiot. So anyway, you're all moving on to the next stage in your life and are probably feeling a mixture of excitement and anxiety. Excitement about completing high school and moving on to new and different experiences. Anxiety about what the future will hold or about moving away from friends. I know that I felt that way when I was in your shoes. But I've always loved that feeling. The feeling right before you step on stage in front of the crowd, before you step up to the plate in the game that counts. Before you ask the girl you like, and she like, I don't know, wants to like see a movie or something, never mind, it's stupid, whatever. That's right, ladies, that's the kind of game you miss by not coming here while I was in school. I love that feeling. Yeah. It's a feeling that lets you know you're alive. It lets you know that you're betting on yourself in a high-stakes game. But let me just say that you're making a smart bet. We've all come through the crucible of high school, stronger, smarter, and wiser. When I first started at UCLA, I remember being terrified that I was now swimming with big fishes. I met a lot of really smart people and I was intimidated. I got my first term paper assignment and I immediately forgot how to write a coherent sentence. I started to panic and freak out, and I did the unthinkable. I actually took the advice of my high school English teachers. Ms. Norris and Ms. McKelly both drilled into my brain to take notes for a research paper using the index card reference system. I used it and ended up writing a pretty good paper, and all my organizational skills started intimidating my peers. Another trick I picked up at SJND was from my former math teacher, Mr. Arlett. Throughout high school, he insisted that we should all be recopying our notes each day after class to help solidify the lessons in our heads. Of course, all the students laughed at the idea of doing extra work, and most of us never thought of it again. However, scared of my first set of midterms and struggling to read my coffee-stained notes that were smudged from where I fell asleep in class, I again turned to a technique that I learned in this school that I scoffed at while I was here. I started copying my notes every day after class. It took very little of my time, and I could listen to music or do other things while I did it. And at the end of each quarter, I had to study half as much as my friends because I'd been studying a little bit each day. Pretty soon it became apparent that all the seemingly pointless things my high school teachers tried to tell me actually helped prepare me for college. Weird. But my high school experience gave me more than tricks about how to study and how to write essays. I left high school with some great friends and some great memories, and I did not let go of either of them. One of my big fears leaving high school was that I would lose touch with all the people that meant so much to me because we would be going to different colleges. I figured that it was just an inevitability that we would drift apart. One time, my grandfather was teaching me how to skeet shoot out of the shotgun range, and he said that it's not that the targets are hard to hit, it's just that they're easy to miss. I have the same philosophy on keeping in touch with friends from high school. It's not hard to do, it's just easy to not do. You don't have to call your friends every day. It doesn't hurt to check in every now and then to see how they're doing. And over breaks, there's really nothing better than sitting around with your high school buddies, all in your different college studies, debating over who has the smelliest roommates. But trust me, none of you will have smellier roommates than I had freshman year. Oh my god. Anyway. I kept in close contact with most of my closest friends, and for those with whom I lost touch, I still have the memories to laugh about when I think of all the fun we had in high school. So when you look back on your high school career, I hope that you are thankful for all the skills and memories and friends that you gained while at SJND. Now, high school and college / real life / oh my god, what the hell am I supposed to do now, are very different. To me, high school was kind of like a race. I did the best I could trying to come out ahead among all the other competitors. This meant I did all the prerequisite nerd things like join all the academic clubs, take all the AP classes, and do as many community service hours as I could. But when I got to college, I was relieved to discover that this isn't the way the real world or even college worked. In life, there are too many options and opportunities to do everything. I couldn't join all of the clubs on campus or volunteer at all the different places available. It became clear to me that the way I spent my time was pretty much up to me. I no longer had to join clubs to look good on college apps. I joined clubs because I was interested in what the club was about. I volunteered at places because I enjoyed hanging out there and wanted to get an insight into what kind of career I'd like to pursue after college. This change allowed me to develop a new model of the world. Life is not a race. We don't work hard so that we get some sort of prize or medal at the end of our life. Life is more like a piece of music. The goal isn't to play every note there is and cram everything you can into the length of the song. The goal is to play the right notes, to play a song that no one has heard before, to play a song with a little bit of style. Because that's what life is about, style. Spend your time doing things you love to do, with people you love to be with, and keep a smirk on your face because you know that you're playing a tune that no one else can play. Live in the present and be happy with where you are, and you'll see that you'll start driving yourself in the right direction. So as you sit here and think about the memories behind you and the challenges before you, I hope you embrace those feelings of anxiety and excitement because you are ready for the things to come. SJND has given you a very strong foundation, and now it is up to you to decide what to build on it. Whatever you decide to do, remember to hold on to the things that are important to you and tackle the future challenges with style. So put a glide in your stride and a dip in your hip as you walk across the stage, and have a good time with the rest of your life. You deserve it. Congratulations.